Hello traders everywhere, Adam Hewison coming to you from the digital studios I know, and it's the 3rd of September. Welcome to September. I hope you all had a great Labor Day weekend. Lots going on and not going on. So obviously you've seen our headline today, and we'll go right to our portfolio and look at the markets as they're happening right now. So you can see some yellow squares around our green triangles. That means the daily is up only, not a big change, but it is a change. And you can see the only ones that are really holding their own is Apple, all green, and also Nokia, all green. Everything else is a little bit mixed. So Microsoft that came in and purchased Nokia, not doing too well today. And also, if you look at Verizon, who purchased Vodafone, $130 billion deal, that is looking a little bit south today. So let's go right to our indices. The major one obviously is the Dow, and as you can see here, really kind of flattened out. We have turned around on the parabolic, though. You can see the parabolic is now below the price action. However, the market came right down. The market is really concerned about Syria. There's no question about that. If you look at the charts, you can see we've come back down. We're trying to make that turn, and if you look at, you can see we're basically trying to flatten out here a little bit in the MACD, and also try to flatten out here a little bit in prices. So that's going to be the key level here, but we have broken the parabolic right here. So some of the momentum downward momentum has stopped in this market. So let's go to our next market, and that's going to be the S&P 500. Pretty much the same picture there. It didn't quite make the turn, just missed by just a little point. 1652 is the PSR. We get to 1651, PSAR I should say, and we get to 1651 just by 1 point. We missed it. So, but it looks as though the MACD is beginning to flatten out. You can see right here the momentum is really going up like that. Haven't made the turn yet, but it looks like it's flattening out. But again, Syria is the concern. It's interesting, all the polls we see, most of the general public does not want to see us go into Syria, and quite frankly, I can't blame them. We'll see what happens on that front. Also, here's the Nasdaq, and again, you see these. You can see these regular lows that are coming in the Nasdaq right here, and here, and here. So if this is the end, we see this sort of linking here. This could be a low point to push the market higher. You can see this is sort of flattened out on the MACD, and we're just not quite so oversold on this one as we are in the other two indices. So let's go on, moving right along. There's a lot to cover today. Gold's just mixed, going sort of flattened out. The MACD is flattened out. You can see the prices are flattened out, so it really hasn't gotten anywhere. But the level we're going to be looking at in this market is going to be, I think we're going to be looking somewhere around the 1420, 1430 level. We'll give you a level tomorrow when we do that update. So let's look at crude oil. Crude oil, again, we've had this 4 or 5 months up here, and it looks as though we're trying to continue to go higher. Currently trading at 108.66. Let's go back to our daily. I like to look at the daily. So you can see we've traded as high as 112. We had a sharp downturn. We felt the market would continue to go high. So this is a very strong upward day, the strongest up day we've seen since this last update on the 27th of August. So looks like we're going to try and make another run for those highs. We are looking at 115 on the upside in that market. Now, the Apple has made it official today. They're going to announce they announced the invites to all the journalists, all the people who are involved on the 10th of September. They're going to roll out their new products. Pretty excited about that. So Apple sort of started out the day on a little bit of a positive note. It's come back, but it did trade as high as 500, but it's trying to make that turn. It does have a negative connotation on the MACD, but all of the trade triangles you can see right here are all positive. So we are remaining positive on this market, looking for it to go to 550, 560 on the upside. That may be a workaround pop when we come up with the news. This is the euro, and you can see the 134 level we talked about ad infinitum, how powerful that was, and of course it has been powerful. Now what we can do with this, we have a 60, meaning the intermediate term trend is down and the daily is down. So what I would do in this situation is simply put in our Fibonacci, and these are the levels you want to be looking at, around about the 130.30 level to 130.50 area to be a buyer. That will obviously be an area that the Fibonacci should say the market should begin to bottom out in. So let's move on to our next market, Microsoft. Steve Ballmer's going, boom, right back down again. This is not looking too healthy. Longer term, you are negative. intermediate term sideways, so you should really just be out of the stock. We did a poll recently. Nobody wants to own this stock, so not very exciting. This is what they bought. Nokia, big update by Nokia. So, but you can see that even that's falling off the better levels of the day. So not much going on there. And Verizon Communications nailed its big prize, and that was obviously Vodafone. But look at Verizon. Everything's down here. It has flattened down on the MACD, so maybe we'll see something. But this is a new low. This is not, and if we go out, let's say a year to date or 1 year, this is not a particularly strong looking chart when you're making new lows. So I think we'll have to give that a pass. But hey, we've covered a lot of ground quickly. I'm Adam Hewison for Market Club and for iknow.com. Thank you so much for watching, and welcome to September. I hope it's a great trading month for you.
You can find Adam Hewison as a regular contributor on Bloomberg, Business News Network, CNBC, and Fox Business News.